Hey Crush, here's your Thursday workout. Let me get the camera. So today we have our variation of deadlift. Today is going to be a banded deadlift. In the old days, still a lot of people use chains on their bars where they're squatting, bench press, typically power lifters. Put a bunch of chains on, some really heavy chains, and the closer you get to the ground, the more the chains bunch up on the ground, therefore not providing any weight to the barbell. And as they stand up, more of those chains come off the ground, making it harder or heavier to lift the top of the deadlift, top of the bench press, top of the squat. The theory being, or what makes the most sense obviously, is that if you get stuck on your bench press, you get stuck right here. Once you get it up here, you can finish it. When I'm doing a deadlift, how many people get stuck right here and they can't go any higher? Usually when it gets about here, you can stand it up the rest of the way. And in a squat, if you can get out of the bottom of the hole, you can usually stand it up. So if you can add some resistance, the higher it is in the squat, the deadlift, the bench press, it kind of works that muscle group longer in duration, builds a stronger muscle group, etc. Now, since we don't have chains, a lot of people now use bands for those same kind of ideas. If the band on the ground has very little tension in the band, it's not going to provide any resistance, and as I stand up, it'll provide more resistance, therefore making it harder to stand up the barbell. And we're using it today for deadlifts. So I'm going to demo one first. I'm going to kind of show you how I do this. I'm going to take the band, I'm going to lay it across the barbell, and then I'm going to step on the band, on both parts of the band. I'm going to grab that barbell and hold on where the band is at. My hand is over the band, and I'm going to stand up with it. I'm going to make sure I stand up all the way. So it's harder to stand up. I don't want to stop here. I want to stand up all the way. Get a good squeeze of that butt. Back down and up. Down and up. But you can see that band adds tension to the barbell as I stand up because the band stretches. Makes sense, right? So let me turn the barbell, see if I can show this from the front. So again, I'm going to take this band, hold it like this, and I'm going to drape it over the barbell, so half the band is laying on this side of the barbell, and the other half of the band is laying on this side of the barbell. I can then step on it and pick it up. And back down. Let me bring the camera over, maybe it'll be easier to see if I can do this. So you can see that the band is, let me see how it's kind of draped over the barbell? Kind of to the side here. It's draped over that way, right? And that allows you to stand on that band and get some added resistance. Now, maybe the red band is sufficient, but for some of the boys in here, and some of the girls, maybe a black band would be better. Adds a little more tension, a little more resistance to the top of that deadlift. I would challenge you, just like I did on Monday, to find a band that adds resistance. I wouldn't go green band. Maybe purple for a couple of you guys that lift like 400 plus pounds on that deadlift. But you should really feel that resistance, that extra resistance at the top of that lift for the deadlift. Again, I'm trying to show you this again. So if I take the band and just kind of pick it up like this, hold it over the barbell, and just kind of drape it over the barbell. It's gonna be hard with one hand. It kind of drapes over it like that. You can see how it's kind of draped over the barbell. And then allows me to stand on it like that and then pick it up. And then I'll grab it right on the band is where I'll grab it and hold that. That way I can hold that band in place. So that's today's deadlift work. When you're done with that, we'll put everything away. We have a Tabata for the workout. It's gonna be Tabata pull-ups, sit-ups, push-ups, and squats. Or push-ups, sit-ups, squats, pull-ups. Anyways, that's the 4, right? I know it's pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups, and squats. I prefer you go in order. That way you're working upper body, legs, abs, upper body again for the push-ups. You got a push and a pull in there. That way you're not doing like upper body back to back. But if there's a really, really big class and there's not enough room on the rig, then maybe you can split that up somehow. Usually on Thursdays it's not quite as busy because of the week, because it wears on. But if you have a big class, you can definitely split up and start in different spots after the deadlifts. But that is your Thursday workout. I think these would be fun for a lot of you, especially a lot of those who like the deadlift. Just another way to work those muscles in a slightly different way, build those muscles in a slightly different way, and hopefully get us a bigger deadlift when we retest. Have a good Thursday.